Well, guess
All right,
what, bro?
live.
Ace and Fritz coming at you on Generic Gaming Podcast, working title. How you been?
Even though we strayed away from the content, I still haven't been straying away from these games. I've been actually gaming a lot more than prior, and my thing is that there's a lot of good titles coming out, and I played a few of them.
Black Ops 6 Beta.
So that's one of the things that one of the reasons behind why I've been gaming a lot more often is because um, with the Black Ops 6 beta, it's available on Game Pass.
So the Black Ops 6 Beta was on Game Pass.
It is going to come out on Game Pass. It's definitely going to come out on Game Pass, and I'm looking forward to it. I do have my own opinions about it, but I do know that I tried to play on my PlayStation 5, and you would have to pre-order it. So I figured I'd go ahead and hop on the PC.
So you have PC Game Pass or you have Ultimate?
I have Ultimate.
So they did acquire Activision, and so this is the first year Black Ops will be on Game Pass, or Call of Duty will be on Game Pass. Are any other Call of Duties on Game Pass?
From what I've seen, no. And um, the reason why it's iffy is because on the Game Pass, I actually had to download the gaming hub for Call of Duty.
But you're still able to stream it.
Yes, I'm still able to stream it.
So that's Game Pass. So tell us about the beta then. So what did you learn? Is it going to be good?
So, as a matter of fact, I have notes, and the the major thing that caught my attention was that it took quite a bit of a process to download the beta. So I hopped on Xbox Live Game Pass Ultimate, and then you would have to download the Call of Duty Gaming Hub. So I assume it's probably going to be like from Vanguard all the way up to the current or the upcoming game, which is Black Ops 6. So when I clicked on the Black Ops 6 beta, it prompted me to download this game hub. So I downloaded the Black Ops 6 game. Then I pressed the Black Ops 6 beta, and then I had to download the hub. Then after downloading the hub, I had to go ahead and start the launcher. The launcher required an update. I had to update the launcher, then restart the game. Then, after restarting the game and playing it, I had to click I agree to all these terms and conditions. Then I was hit with another update, and I had to restart it again. So there's a bunch of um, steps towards finally playing your first match. But once I got through, I got through. But they definitely need to go ahead and mitigate the process of being able to play Black Ops 6, because this is going to be um, a little bit tedious. And so, that was the initial experience that I had. Guns felt pretty great. The time to kill was probably at its best for me. Call of Duty always had an issue where, either people would be all overpowered, and when you try to shoot other people, they either die too quick, or with Cold War, for example, it takes a longer process for the time to kill. They found a great balance with Black Ops 6, so I was very ecstatic for that. And I like Skyline.
Compared to Modern Warfare 3, Time to Kill better?
Yes, like I said, I think as far as the modern Call of Duty games, it's really at its best.
Okay, great. What were you
Yeah.
going to say after that?
No, I was just gonna say the Skyline map was okay, but
How many
that's
maps were
about
there?
it was about 6, I believe. No, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
4. I think it was 4
Oh,
maps.
gotcha. All
Yeah.
right. So Skyline, is that a new map?
Yeah. So with Black Ops 6, I mean, I was gunning straight for multiplayer. It was just core 6v6. But I just went straight for the 6v6. And, I just have a few pros and cons. So my first day, um, I basically played on 6v6. The guns felt pretty great. The time to kill was probably at its best for me. They found a great balance with Black Ops 6. So I was very ecstatic for that. Huh?
Compared to Modern Warfare 3, time to kill better.
Like I said, I think as far as the modern Call of Duty games, it's really at its best.
What were you
Yeah.
gonna say after that?
I was just gonna say the Skyline map was okay, but
How many
that's
maps were
about
there?
four
Oh,
maps.
so Skyline, is that a new map?
All the maps were new. All of the maps were
Oh,
new.
so I saw an article about Black Ops and them not doing. They said they're not gonna do an early campaign release. Are you aware of that?
I am. It doesn't bother me one bit. But to me, I'm just going straight for multiplayer anyway.
All right. Cool. I mean, I'm the same way, but I didn't even, like I said, I didn't play the beta. Really, I really don't get into betas like that because I know it's got to go away, and that's always my problem. Maybe I end up liking it, and I can't do anything. So, I am looking forward to playing, Black Ops 6 after playing a bunch of Modern Warfare 3. I think I played that game more than I played any other game, and I mean, the closest amount of hours that I've put in to any Call of Duty game outside of Modern Warfare 3 was Black Ops. That's
Yeah.
when you and I were playing, and I was telling you I love Shoot House so much.
Oh, that was 2019. That,
Yeah,
that was Modern Warfare. That was Modern Warfare 1 in
but it wasn't the
2019.
real
It
Modern
was.
Warfare.
Yeah.
So Modern Warfare 2019, and I was playing Modern Warfare 3, which is probably Modern Warfare like 6, if it were. What was it really? But Black Ops 6 itself was good. You said Time to Kill was better. You said the guns felt good. So overall, they felt good, or did you have a favorite?
Um, you mean as far as the guns go? Well, I mean, I was limited to. So I like the MP5. I think that was great. I love the MP5.
So you think it's better this year as opposed to Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah, I
Talking
think the
about
gun
the-
is better. I think the gun.
And
I think all of the gunplay is better this year than its what is it? Predecessor. I think it's
oh,
better this year
okay.
than the previous game.
So okay, so you and I have had a bunch of conversations about what do you think I'm gonna say? We've had a bunch of conversations about this one thing that Call of Duty does that you don't particularly care about.
Gotcha.
And there's this one little gameplay thing that everybody seems to have a lot of a problem with that Call of Duty does.
Is it
That
EOM?
skill based matchmaking.
So EOMM is called engagement optimized matchmaking, which I think at this point I've been confusing with skill based matchmaking. But engagement optimized matchmaking is they take the foundation of what skill based matchmaking is, but it's more optimized towards your engagement. And the way that Activision has been running it, um, it's a lot more harsh than what a traditional skill based matchmaking is. It's a rigged style of matchmaking where basically you're put on a team and your team overall is lesser skilled than the enemy team overall. It's not like skill based matchmaking where you have out of six people, it may be like two below average, two average, one skilled, and then another one's, this is like very lopsided. A
I
very,
see.
yeah.
So
And so,
you're saying your understanding of engagement based matchmaking is or engagement optimized matchmaking, EOMM, as opposed to SBMM, skill based matchmaking, is that engagement optimized is actually worse than skill-based matchmaking. So the teams are even less balanced than skill-based matchmaking. Am I hearing you, the person that has been the biggest proponent of getting rid of skill-based matchmaking? Are you saying that skill-based matchmaking is actually good?
So whenever we talk about skill-based matchmaking, it is solely towards the relevance of Call of Duty. I'm not against skill-based matchmaking when it comes to other games that does it correctly. Call of Duty, more so Activision, they are doing it in a manner of, we're going to promote a lot of casual people to play this game because we're getting the most money from these group of people. So if we make their gameplay a lot more smoother, and it's a rabbit hole with this, bro. I'm talking like less latency, great frame rates, good hit registration. Like, I'm saying they they manipulate things to that level for people like myself. I'm saying people that are up slightly above average and higher. So people who are good at the game, your gameplay is being rigged. People who are below average, it's a cakewalk. And to test this theory out, there has been credible YouTubers who they've made new accounts and they tested the latency, they tested the frame rate, they tested the hit registration. A lot smooth, a lot smoother of a gameplay on these newer accounts than the accounts that they originally owned.
Tell me, where are we as far as Black Ops 6? Is that feeling like better? I think you may have mentioned this. Are we looking at a more skill-based matchmaking approach? Did you find the matchmaking better?
And I'm just gonna go over some of my gripe with Black Ops 6. And honestly, to sum it all up, this game, and this is why I went in with no expectations. This game is just like all the other modern Call of Duty games. I'm talking from 2019 and up. And I say 2019 specifically because there are issues residing in this game that they have not fixed for 5 years.
So are you saying that you said it's the same? So you're saying the matchmaking feels the same?
The matchmaking is the same. And in fact,
Okay.
most people would argue that it's even a lot harsher. And for me, my first gameplay or my first couple gameplays, and I credit X Defiant for this. I was actually cakewalking all the way through. I had a great time. I had a good kill death ratio, and then the algorithm said, "Okay, you're doing a little bit too good," and it's like a complete 180. And I said, "Okay, I've had my fun." After about an hour, After about an hour, I signed off. I'm good.
So I mean, your overall verdict. I mean, we got a few minutes left, seconds left. So your overall verdict is that you're still going to play it, but if it wasn't on Game Pass, would you still buy it?
I put this on Jesus sandals. Okay, if it was not on Game Pass, I would not be touching that game. I wouldn't. I wouldn't touch the game. I would not buy the game. I would not pay for a discount on the game. My opinion about, and call it bias if you will, but honestly, this is what makes it a non-biased opinion. They have issues in the game that has been residing for the past 5 years, bro. Packet burst. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Not to, I mean, I haven't dealt with it with X Defiant like that. I haven't dealt with it with Battlefield. I haven't dealt with it with, and I'm not, and I'm saying it to the same degree as Black Ops 6.
Okay.
There's gonna
All
be
right.
there's always gonna be connection issues whenever you're playing online in general. But bro, stuttering, like you just have to you've had to play it. You have to play it, bro, to see what I'm talking about. It really interferes with the gameplay of the game of the actual game itself. And I had a fun time still playing Call of Duty 6. I mean Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I had a fun time still playing it. However, there's a lot of performance issues, and it's the same performance issues. You got your packet burst, you got
Which are
and
what? It says that's when data traveling between your device and server failed to reach its destination. Looks like it's similar to packet loss, which is when you lose information and the data sent between your computer and the server is being lost along the way. So basically lag.
so the thing is that you have packet bursts. I mean, the spawns aren't really all that great because all of these maps were very small, bro. It's like a slightly bigger version of shipment.
So not even not even as big as shoot house.
I'll say, you know what? Shoe House is a better example. Shoot House is a
Okay.
better example. So every map is basically the size of Shoot House, and the developers stated that it was their intention to have smaller maps, but if the spawns aren't sufficient for those maps, then it would be annoying because when you spawn in, it's not really much spawn protection either, by the way. So when you spawn in, you literally spawn in front of an enemy, and I mean, it's curtains after that. I mean, and that can go for your benefit as well. You can have people spawn in front of you, and you can gun them down. But I mean, I don't. I prefer not to have that type of gameplay because it's annoying overall, especially when you're trying to get a kill streak. Um, but bro, I mean, it's from the spawns, from packet burst. We already spoke about the skill based matchmaking or the engagement optimized matchmaking, but the one of the biggest ones as well for me as far as this issue that I have is that they have decided to still go with the same anti cheat, which is called Ricochet. And Ricochet is not a good anti cheat, not in the slightest. I don't understand why they continue to go with them when they have uh, a bunch of people who are exploiting the game, cheating and hacking, and Warzone, and they're doing the same thing in Modern Warfare 3.
Are you
So
talking about Ricochet?
Ricochet or whatever it's pronounced. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I was saying like coming from a person that's playing on PC, I don't like it. I mean, and I'm pretty sure people have their incidents on PlayStation as well, but to a high degree, it's happening on PC.
So the problem with the anti-cheat for this Call of Duty, especially we're talking about the beta now.
It's just not efficient. It doesn't. They don't do their job. I
Oh,
mean,
it's still
not
cheaters.
yeah. It's still. I mean, and here's the thing: it's becoming blatant. Is the issue? I'm not saying all anti cheats work 100% of the time, but I just don't understand if you're working with an ingredient and it's not working. Why would you still keep that same ingredient for the next game? Maybe they have some type of partnership going on. I don't know, but I don't like it. It's broken. It's broken. I will give props that I haven't encountered any cheaters, but that doesn't mean that they're not any. Like, bro, you can just go on Twitter. You just go on Twitter if you want. And so, with me, it's just that's another headache that I have to deal with on top of the packet burst.
Okay, so you're dealing with a lot of the same old issues, but overall, you have any brand new issues before we go?
Um, no, and you know what's crazy? That's what's so sad about it. I mean, like, this is their I don't even know how many modern titles it is, but like I said, ever since 2019, we're dealing with the same issues. And it surprises me that people are paying $70 or what have you towards this company expecting a change. And basically Call of Duty is going through a 2K effect. And you know what I mean when I say 2K effect.
Explain it to us.
Like Madden and 2K, the sports video games, they
You're
always
just
have.
talking about
Mhm.
them just doing the same thing every year.
Correct. But yeah, with 2K Madden, it's like the same thing every year, copy paste. And so my theory with Activision when it comes to them making Call of Duty is that's the biggest reason why we're having the same problems every year because we're basically utilizing the same engine to a degree. And that's why everything is on one gaming hub as well. I mean, that's just my theory.
So that's like Bethesda using a creation engine every year, and we just have a whole bunch of bugs in all the Elder Scrolls and Fallout games, and people love those bugs. They love them, they hate them.
Well, here's the difference. I'm glad you brought up Bethesda, right? And I'm trying to figure out if it's did Bethesda make Mass Effect?
No, EA did. Well, I know they published it, so um, I mean I can look right quick, but Mass Effect devs, that would be doesn't say. I think I accidentally clicked something wrong, but I think it was EA. Well, they were the devs and the publisher. Oh, BioWare. Yeah. Wait a minute. I don't hear. Can't hear you.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the difference between Activision and I want to say Bethesda is that, and I'm trying to figure out who made Fallout. I think it was Bethesda. It's so many games, bro. But
Oh no, yeah, Bethesda, yeah.
the difference between Bethesda and Activision is that Bethesda, to a degree, they're okay with you modding their game as long as you're not doing any exploits or using it outside of the intent on making the game fluid and better. You know what I'm saying? Activision, bro, they shut down mods and they shut down the latest. Somebody made, I forgot who it was, but an independent team made an actual Modern Warfare 2 remake. An actual, like the Modern Warfare 2 from
The original
early
Modern Warfare 2.
8 or 9 or something like that, huh?
Yeah, the original Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, the original Modern Warfare 2. And a day before Black Ops 6 released their beta, they shut down the mod. And when they shut it down, right, they waited until everyone purchased the Modern Warfare Remaster. Because you have to buy Modern Warfare Remaster in order to access the Modern Warfare 2 mod. So what they did was they waited, they racked up on all the sales of the Modern Warfare Remastered, and then the day before, as a matter of fact, no, not the day before Black Ops 6 release, the day before the mod was supposed to release, they implemented a cease and desist,
Okay.
and they
So they were
still
trying
kept
to get
making
their money.
it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I got you. So that's I mean, a company's gonna try to make their money. We know that. But yeah, all right, well cool. So overall, I mean we went a little over here, but basically what you're saying is Black Ops 6, you wouldn't recommend it or buy it if it wasn't coming to Game Pass. If you got it on
Right,
Game Pass, play it. If
right.
you
If you're
don't,
a fan, go ahead and get it. If you're a fan, I understand.
if you're a fan, okay.
If you're a fan,
Okay, cool. Well, I guess I'm gonna consider that just in case I don't have Game Pass at that time because I still have the issue of having to stream it, and sometimes I can't stream it. I need it to be on my system. I just don't want it taking up 200 gigs like it always does.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, man, that's it.
All right.
Who are
Well,
you?
I'm Ace. Who are you?
Your worst nightmare. I am Fritz. And, bro, been great. We got to get back to the next one. Oh, I think the next thing we need to talk about, you know what's big right now, right?
I
What's
have
the
no idea.
biggest thing? It's PS5.
Oh. You know, I guess that. Okay, so I had an assumption, but I didn't want to. I
The
got you.
PS5 Pro is big news right now. So I guess we need to talk about that next time, man. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and end it here. That guy told you who he was. You know who I am. We'll see you next time on GGP. Working title.